what's up? Wait to see if we can get this shit popping, man. Give me a second, y'all. There's someone else who needs to hear it. What it say? Don't stop telling your stories, right? Nah, so let me start this thing by saying, like, y'all know I really don't even be dealing with this social media shit. It's not really my thing. I don't knock nobody, if that's their thing or whatever. But it's just not mine. So, I told a two-part story about the guy, Jeffrey Dahmer. I want to first start this thing. I'm waiting on a couple more people to get here before I really get started with this last part of the story or whatever. So, I want to address a couple of things first. A lot of people was like, why I'm dragging R. Kelly under the bus or whatever. So what I said is, y'all still playing Kels at your kid's pool party, And I didn't mean there's no disrespect to Kels. What I meant was just that, cats are still doing, their history. You got history with Kels. So, regardless of what it is that he did, you still really fuck with him. Like, even if it was your kid, if your kid did something, like, it's your history, so you still deal with him. So I'm saying, what's wrong with me telling my story then? You know what I'm saying? Y'all, a lot of cats tripping on me for, speaking my history. And it's my history. It ain't, I also want to say that I wasn't, Glory, like talking about, oh, he giddy about, knowing Dahmah. I ain't really giddy about knowing no nigga. Like, you take what I'm saying? Like, I meet a lot of niggas. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never been giddy about me. No, ain't nothing giddyish. Getified about me no nigga. You know what I'm saying? It was just a dude that just happened to be where I was at the time. And unlike some of y'all think, the Department of Correction didn't call me and ask me, was it okay to bring him to the prison? You know what I'm saying? I didn't have nothing to do with that. Bro ain't hit me on the phone. He ain't hit me. Matter of fact, we ain't even have cell phones then, bro. Like, it was landlines, So ain't nobody hit me and asked me nothing. So I ain't got no say. You dig? Let me see what else I want to say before I get started with this story. Oh, and everybody's like, oh, why he wait to say it now? First of all, this ain't the first time I said it. When I first came home, a couple interviews into my whole career, I said it already. There was this like weird stuff to happen. I was like, yeah, I was like next door to the cat, Jeffrey Dahmer or whatever. They was like, oh, for real? I was like, yeah, but it was just in passing because I guess he wasn't popping. Y'all made the nigga pop and I ain't making. And cats say that I'm just well, what's the word they use? Trying to ride a wave, or I'm open. Let me see what is. I want to read exactly what it said. Clout chasing. They say I'm clout chasing because I'm telling my story, something that happened to me personally, because I put it on Instagram. First of all, let me say, you goddamn right everybody clout chase, bro. If you on this Instagram and you post a picture, you posted that thing so somebody else would be able to see it. If you post a story, you want somebody to like that story. And I don't want to hear that shit be about you talking about, oh, I just posted for me, for memories of my family. If you would have did that, it would have been on top of your toilet or something. When your mama got down garden, them little plants that your grandmama be having, you would have put that shit there. You would have never put it online. Daddy's so pleased with the bullshit, bro. Yeah, I put it up. That shit was popping right now. It was time for me to tell my story. You dig? No, none of you niggas pay no bills over here. You dig what I'm saying? I ain't never saw one water bill in your name at this spot right here. So I just decided I wasn't going to tell the story, mainly because I didn't want to offend nobody. I know he got, family members and stuff, who was victims of the crime, and I didn't really want to. I was just like, I don't want them niggas feeling bad, but at the same time, shit, man, like, shit, lady that killed my daddy got an Instagram. I can't go on there and be telling her ass, nigga, don't have no damn, don't put no pictures up or don't make no videos. I can't tell her nothing like that. So can't nobody really tell me nothing like that. I ain't disrespecting nobody by telling my story, man. And I'm capping and all this different stuff like this, because in reality, nigga, you mad because your motherfucking ass, you wasn't next door to him or something? You would have told the story too if it would have happened to you. If Beyonce walked past you in the goddamn Dunkin' Donuts and pooted you, she farted walking past the Dunkin' Donuts, you couldn't wait to get online to talk about what that fart smell like, bro. Like, so, y'all on my head about the shit, be like, I'm just a pedestrian, bro. Like, I got a whole bunch of stories. Not just about him. I may got a story about your mama or your grandmama. So, and I'm going to get to the story too, but I just want to clear this shit up because I know it's somebody recording this right now and they going to be chopping this shit up, trying to make me say something that they want me to say. But I want y'all to be able to be like, nah, dude ain't even rocking like that. You got to put it in perspective, man. Talking about cancel culture. So now we cancel niggas for telling their story. So the library should be canceled then, because they got all the history right there, and a lot of it is cap. A lot of that library shit is cap. America was discovered. Christopher Columbus and all that shit. That shit is cap. Y'all ain't canceling the library. Y'all ain't doing none of that. But y'all want to cancel little old Lyfe Jennings, mind his business, go do his shows and come take care of his kids. Y'all niggas want to cancel. Talking about canceling me, man. You can't cancel me anyway, because unlike these other niggas, I made my shits off of keeping it 100. So if I just continue keeping it 100, that ain't nothing new. And you niggas is talking about canceling. When the last time you bought a Lyfe Jennings CD? When the last time you bought a ticket to Lyfe Jennings show? Exactly. So y'all can go ahead with that shit. Don't be on my page about this bullshit. You don't like my page, bro? Chew that way. Chew your food that way. Divert. Talking about the diversion program. Go get your ass in the diversion program. Divert away from Lyfe Jennings' page or something, bro. Like, because, I feed my kids like this, man. I take that offensive. And if I want to tell my story, a bedtime story, your mama's story, or the Love Boat, the Jeffersons, goddamn it, I can tell my shit. What else? Also, story was, they talking about I was singing for Jeffrey Dahmer. I wasn't singing for that man like that. Like, first of all, I was a child. I was a teenager in there. You dig what I'm saying? And it was a lot of cats requesting a lot of different things. So dude just happened to be one of those dudes that requested. And that's what I love to do. He didn't even have to ask for me to do it. I was going to do it. Cats talking about I was singing to him and he was going to do this and he was going to do that. I'm a grown ass man. Like, you dig what I'm saying? I think I'm a bad motherfucker. Like, for real. So it ain't no room or no broom for nobody to do nothing to me. You dig? Not no Jeffrey, not no Tim, not no Brian, not no Corey, not nobody. You dig? So that's what that was about. I was doing what I like to do. He just happened to be part of the liking of what I was doing. You dig? So I wanted to address that. Let me see. Could have been so. I think that's about pretty much all I got to address before I get into this. And y'all gonna trip when y'all gonna trip what I'm gonna show you, man. I'm gonna give another minute for you to call your people and let your people know I'm on here, because I'm gonna do this one time. But what I'm about to show you, you're gonna trip. What I'm about to show you and what I'm about to tell you, like, you're gonna trip, you know? And this shit gonna be all. I wanna address this shit too. A lot of y'all niggas breathe like a lot of y'all niggas, bro, it's like, I didn't even know who the nigga was. Back then we didn't even have no computers. If I had to look up some nigga, it was on what we call microfiche. You dig what I'm saying? And this was like some see-through shit you had to put and read newspaper from the microfiche. I ain't know nothing about the brother. They say dude had a body or some bodies or whatever. You know how many niggas I ran across that had a couple of bodies? Whether they break bodies, dead bodies, workout bodies, whatever it was, bro. I didn't been around a lot of bodies in my day, man. So he was just another body. They needed somebody in the cell. He was just another body. So, you know. All right. I think that's it. That's enough of me venting. You know, but that shit just lightweight pissed me off, man, because I don't even never come on this thing. I do good, man. I'm out here. And I definitely would have came on here, you know, if I needed some bread trying to cap about no serial killer. If I needed some bread, I would have been back out here robbing you niggas. That's what I would have been doing. I wouldn't have been on here trying to cap and get some bread. You dig? I'd have went back to what I used to do. Like, so niggas better be thankful of that, for real, for real. You know, but I'm grown. I'm past that. I don't want no smoke. I don't want no trouble. You know? All right, so let me get into this, man. Let me just look at some questions first. Nigga, get to it. Nigga, this my shit. You one of them. Get to it. Get your ass off my live. How about that? I ain't one of them other niggas. I'm me. Get your ass off my live. If you don't like me taking my time, get to it. Take your ass and watch the BET Awards, bro. I don't never be on here, and this why. Right. I ain't got no apologies for none of you niggas, man. Like, for real, that ain't what I do. And I don't want you to have none for me. You know? Let me see. And I see the nigga that said that, bro, you still on here because this shit is at 9:09. It ain't went to 9:08. So that means you still on here. So at ease, nigga. I mean, at ease, dude. I'm trying to change my language, trying to stop cussing and all this stuff. All right, so anybody got any questions before I start this thing right here? New music. Yeah, that's another thing, bro. It's like, listen, cats talking about, he must be about to drop some new music. I swear, even on my goddamn kids, bro, I ain't have no inclination to dropping no new music. I ain't put that shit up because I got a book to sell or I wanted some new blue hats or some shit. I ain't do none of that shit, B. I mean, none of that stuff, man. I was really, I happened to come, you know, to the crib. You know, my people had it on, and that shit just flooded back like, damn, yo, I do remember the bro. And the only reason why it stood out to me, even the meeting, because he was just another dude in the joint, but it stood out to me because they had prefaced it before the police came in. They was like, oh, we got this dude coming in and blah, blah, blah. They wasn't specific. They was like, he got bodies. I thought they said that he was going to death row. Either they said he going to death row, he was going to get to death row or something like that. So when dude came in, just to stare, like in my mind, I was like, you know, being a light teenager, just looking at it like, damn, this dude, he on his way to die. Like, that's some shit to stick with you. Like, you'll remember some shit like that. You dig? So that's why I even remember this. So when they showed his face on TV, that shit just came flooding back. Like, damn, like, that boy, I do remember this. Like, this was, this was a part of my history, man. So, told y'all the first part. Have I thought about doing any movies? I was doing my life story, man. It's a long story, man. I'm kind of a fuck up a little. I mean, I'm kind of a mess up a little bit, man. I spent a lot of money, doing my stuff, but I shot it the wrong way. So I really just had to eat it. I really just had to eat it, man. But, I'm a work in progress, man. I ain't gonna even lie. These other niggas got it together. I don't got it together. You dig what I'm saying? I don't got it together. I'm working on getting my shit together. So, that's what it is. Yeah, so I never knew the deal. So let me get into this. And then I'm going to go, because I'm going to watch the BET Awards my damn self, man. Which they ain't never gave me no award, by the way. Just want to let y'all know. So, let me see. Oh, and I'm going to show y'all something too. Like, so, I'm not going to even go into the couple of different stories that I have about the situation. And I'm not, because there's been a lot of stuff going on in my ear. Like I told you, I had no intention on putting out no music, but then my phone blowing up like, oh, you better use this opportunity to put out some music and blah, blah, blah. So you goddamn right, I'm going to put out some music. I'm about to drop a cut, a little record that I had or whatever. I'm going to put it out there, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what I do. I do music. I don't do the rest of this shit, bro. I do music and I do shows, man. So obviously, if it's a pedestal for me to do my thing, then I'm going to do it. So, yeah, I got a record that's dropping. But that ain't what I'm talking about right now. This situation, it's a lot of situations that I could talk about, but I ain't going to go off into them situations. I'm going to just tell y'all one situation. And this shit right here is probably worth the other 3 at the most situations that I could tell you about it. So, one day, right? Told you I'm a porter. In case y'all don't know how this prison shit work. And everybody talking about, porter is reserved for cats who've been there for a long time. Stupid. You ain't never been in prison. Porter is anybody that the police like at the time. They could have been discussing some football or something. And the police was like, oh, he a cool dude. Hey, you want to be a porter today? And the cat like, yeah. So he rock out like that. You did? So anyway, I was a porter. How a porter work, I got 4 shifts. I get up in the morning. I get the breakfast. I take the breakfast to the inmates. Then I take the trays back. I set them down. Bam. I do that for lunch. I do that for dinner. And then at night, I go clean the area. Because them cats get an hour rec. You lock down 23 hours a day. An hour. You get out. You can either take a shower. Well, you only get a shower. You used to get a shower either every 2 or every 3 days. And you could choose if you want to get a shower or you want to get rec. You dig what I'm saying? So anyway, at my last shift was I had to clean up after, whoever, whether it was top tier turn or whether it was bottom tier turn or whatever like that. So anyway, my night tier turn, right? Got a little trays to pass everything through. I'm a vegetarian, right? So I don't eat no meat. So pretty much every time that they had meat trays or something like that, I'm like trading my meat, whatever it was, chicken, ham, or whatever. I'll be trading my meat for something because I don't eat it. Usually for desserts. Like I said, I'm a teenager, so nigga wanted some sweets or whatever. So I'm trading this shit. So this particular day, right? Well, hold on, let me back up. I'm going to say one more thing before I get to this. Is that niggas talking about, oh, well, he was only down there for this amount of time and he should have been. I don't really know how long the nigga was there, but I know it was just briefly. It seemed like as soon as he came in, he left back out. I don't remember. It wasn't on my mind. I still don't give a fuck to this day. I don't give a fuck about his hair color. I don't give a fuck about his glasses. I don't give a fuck about his collared shirt that he wear. I don't care nothing about none of that, bro. I'm just telling you my interpretation of the situation, right? So anyway, I had the little chicken that day or whatever. So, man, stop playing, bro. Huh? Can't figure it out? I do it. Don't worry about it. All right, so anyway, this particular day, they had chicken this day. So, I'm like, yo, who want to trade the chicken for a dessert or whatever? So, niggas was like, black. And so then Dahmer, he was like, yo, I want the chicken. He's like, I got a dessert, but I took a spoon out there. They used to have the little cake or whatever like this, little square ass cake. He's like, yo, but I took a spoon out the cake or whatever like that. I was like, shit, I don't want no cake with no spoon out, bro. I'm gonna give it to somebody else. And he's like, oh, but I got something else. And I was like, what you got? He was like, that he got a book, right? And so if you ever been to prison or any shit like that, then in a hole, there's two things that's of super, super importance to you. A pencil that's sharp and a goddamn book. You know what I'm saying? So when not homie, because y'all niggas, goddamn, y'all shit on yourself when I call him homie. I call everybody homie, man. But dude said he had a book. So I'm lit now. I'm like, oh, hell yeah, because you can pass time with a book. You can read this shit like 30 times. So he like, but I only got I want to give you, it's like I read the first half of the book. And so he tore the book in half, like I'm going to give you the first half, and then tomorrow, I promise I'll give you the second half. I'm going to read it tonight. I'm like, book. So just me getting the book, I'm like, cool. Gave me the book, read the book. The name of this book is Lucid Dreaming by Stephen LaBerge. I had, anybody that know me know I'm heavy into the lucid dreaming thing, right? So the lucid dreaming, and this is how you know that this shit ain't no cap, right? All my books, like you can look at, like even my stuff right here, all this stuff is from the joint. The Tibetan book of yoga, and this one is just lucid dreaming. I got a whole bunch of lucid dreaming books, but anyway, that was the first book on lucid dreaming that I ever had. You dig what I'm saying? And then I named one of my albums after that stuff. If y'all like Jennings fans, and y'all know I got an album called Lucid. That's where it come from. It came from this book. So anyway, dude, bam, he bust the book in half, gave me the half of the book. Then the second half of the book, he was supposed to give me the next day. But he wound up leaving out that night or early in the morning. Either way, when I got out to break the breakfast, dude was gone. And let me show y'all something. I ain't gonna even tell the rest of the stories before that. I'm gonna show y'all some shit that's gonna fuck you up though. I'm gonna show you some shit. It's gonna mess you up. So, hold on. How you turn this thing around? How you turn this thing around? Hold on. Let me see. Hold up. Can you turn it around? Oh yeah. Okay. Bam. All right. So look. Let me show y'all something real quick. Just so y'all know it ain't cap. This is what we had in the joint. This is my tape player from the joint. I got tapes from inside the joint to where I recorded my own music on. That's a whole nother story. And I also got a story about that. Actually, this is all the stuff. It's a little messed up, but it's my shit. I love it. It's memories for me, so I keep it. I don't want to hear that shit. Why he got all that trash? This ain't trash. This is my shit. So yeah, all of this, all these tapes, all this shit is from that time. And so this right here is my laundry bag that I came from prison in, and I keep it under my bed because I be like, remember, got all my mail that I had. Not a lot, but the important shit. And anybody that been to prison, this shit ain't cap. Because tell me where you can get a bag like this. You can't get a bag like this nowhere but prison. This is where this shit come from. These are all the books I had in prison. So let me show you something else. Fuck you up. What's that? Look. It's half of a book. Exploring the world of lucid dreaming. Look at that. You can fake a lot of shit, but you can't fake wear and tear like this, can you? You can't do that. And then you can see parts in here to where dude had, you know, made little like notes and stuff on different parts. Dude made all these little, he didn't make a whole bunch of notes, but it's a couple, he made a couple more notes. And this one I got it. And this was in here too. I guess this was his bookmark. I don't know what that stuff say. Pal, Ria, or some shit. And this shit has been in here. This shit on, oh, that's the other part. And so we, you know, half a book, bro. And my dude told me stop touching it because he was like, they might be able to pull some fingerprints off of it or something. And they talking about that I could possibly sell the book or whatever. I mean, I would if I did sell the book. You know, I probably would get a bread to them families or whatever the fuck dude did, because I'm sure they didn't get nothing unless I was getting a couple M's for it. If I was getting a couple M's for it, I'm gonna keep some of that shit. I'm just, you know. I'm just keeping it 100 with you, like, shit, like, you know, shit, I'm trying to be all right too, but yeah, so the only other thing is, like I say, I ain't gonna really go all the way into it, but, you know, You say what happened? All right, hold up a second, I'm about to come, I'm about to get off in a second. So, we had, light conversation about the book. You know what I'm saying? And that was like my first introduction into that, you know? And now as you see, I got a gang of books, you know? And I'm not glorifying, I don't know, you know, honestly, at that time and even now, I don't know what the dude did. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't watch shit like that. Like y'all weird. Like, a lot of niggas is weird, bro, because you want better shit in your life, like you want positive circumstances and you want your actions to be positive, but then you put all this negative shit into your mind and into your spirit. So me, I'm not watching no murder shows. I'm not watching no unsolved mysteries and all this shit. I don't watch that shit, bro. The most of the shit I watch, like you gonna trip, I watch Star Trek, bro. You know what I'm saying? I watch shit like that that's good for my mind, man. You know, so the Dahmah shit, I never cared nothing about. Even the thing that's on, I didn't watch it. I watched that little piece of it, had that memory, and I was straight. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So, anyway, that's it. The other stories just gonna have to wait, if ever, you know, they get told the rest of the shit. So, the rest of the stuff. Music coming and all the rest of that. And that's it, man. And if niggas got some foolery to say it off of my page, man. You know, whatever you got to say. You know, I said what I said, man. And that's it. To all my fans, I appreciate y'all. All y'all niggas is just capping and just looking for something to do. Go do it on somebody else's page. Don't do that shit on mine. You know? Yeah. Lyfe Jennings, man. I'll turn this shit off. Also, it ain't hard to check. Let me see. How the hell I turn this shit off? No, I don't be on this.